Hey everyone, welcome back to Miami Miles. My name is Mickey. In this video, I'm going to talk about the replacement to that little thing. Yeah, another McLaren video. I know I get repetitive, but I love the brand and I really want to get the 765LT Spider. The problem is that this is affordable. The 765LT Spider doesn't appear to be. I'm talking, the pricing was just leaked for European customers. Somebody leaked it on a blog. You know, people don't care. And I was looking through the options. It's a quick route to bankruptcy, that car. But in this video, I want to share with you the options and whether or not I changed my mind about getting the car. And if I were to get it, hypothetically, what options I would get. Anyways, let's get right into it. Hey, look, I'm so sorry for interrupting your video. I want you to give me a quick like and a subscribe to the channel. Look, I'm gonna try to pop out content like this every single week. Anyways, back to the content. All right, guys, welcome to the Miami Miles office. Here I am, your boy. Over my shoulder is the most delicious looking car in the world. I've been playing around with the configurator for the coupe, trying to spec out how I would do it if I was going to pull the trigger. And I keep winking because I'm really thinking about doing this. The problem is this guy, the dineros, the money. I don't want to get myself into a situation where I get this ridiculously expensive car and then I'm broke. But at the same time, I think the car is going to be extremely special and extremely rare and valuable. And the premium on these cars, once they hit the used market, is going to be so immense that you could probably enjoy it for 6 to 8 months without losing a penny. So these are the things that are pushing me towards doing this and towards investing in the 765LT Spider. Not to mention that any time the coupe becomes a Spider, it's substantially better, right? With that little window that comes down and up in the back, that's where it really gets special, because the whole sound of the exhaust, especially the full titanium exhaust of the 765LT, comes in and resonates through the cabin through that little window, and the car becomes exponentially louder. Moreover, when I was shopping for my 600LT, I tried the coupe and the Spider. And what kept me from buying the Spider was the fact that it was, I think, 15% more expensive. So my payment would have been that much more. And I was like, well, the difference isn't that tremendous. But having driven both of them, the Spider makes you feel like you never need an exhaust, whereas the coupe every single day makes you feel like you need to straight pipe that thing to make it as loud as possible. So anyways, let's get into the pricing. Let me show you the differences, and let me show you the set of juicy options, the bespoke, juicy MSO options that have been added to this price guide that are absolutely going to make this car legendary. All right, guys, so here's the 765LT coupe pricing from 2021 from Germany, right? Now I want to compare apples to apples because the 2022 Spider price guide that I found is from Germany as well. This is what was leaked right here, right? So you can see it's from Germany, model year 2022, blah, 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 right? So if we go over to the coupe, we'll see that the base price was 335,000 euros. And for the Spider, it is now $369,000, right? Which is an increase of 10%. And if we open up our USA pricing, you'll see that this was 358,000. And if we add 10% to that, right? So 358,000 times 1.1, that gives you $393,800 for the Spider. That's roughly what the base price is going to be. So 10% more expensive than the coupe. But if we turn our attention back to the German Spider guide, okay, I've outlined in orange the core differences between the Spider pricing and the coupe pricing. So these are things to keep in mind as you're speccing this car, as you're thinking about getting it. So the most important things that I see on this price sheet is a change in pricing to the exterior carbon fiber pack 2. So if we look here, it's now $23,250, and on the previous price guide, you can see it used to be $25,120. So that's dropped a nice little chunk of change. And as we scroll down here, the other changes that we'll see is on the Spider, you only see the Elite paint, right? So there is no special paint option. So I think the special paint's going to be included. So boom, right away, if you opt for a special paint code, you are going to get a $2,500 or 25. It's like $25 when, or $2,500 when you convert it to dollars. You're gonna get a $2,500 savings. So you spend 10% more, but if you opt for the Carbon Pack 2 and for the special paint, you're saving a significant amount of money. So now as we work our way down the price sheet here, we're gonna see that the Spider, for obvious reasons, has a retractable hardtop glazed electrochromic roof. Okay, so that's the one that you touch, and I think it changes shades and stuff, which is pretty dope, but it's 9,430 euros. And if we open up our handy dandy price sheet here that I converted into dollars, that's gonna be around, actually, here we go, $9,500, which is insane. And obviously that's taking into account the import duty that McLaren adds on and removing all this German tax that they add. So you can see that the Germans add this 19% MWST tax, which is a VAT tax. We don't have that. So I removed that from this pricing here to get an estimate as to what this car and what the options will cost in the US. But anyways, let's keep talking about these differences. Basically, everything here is the same as the coupe. And then we get to the wheels. This is really interesting because the 765LT coupe comes with these wheels. So it appears that the Spider is going to have a special set of wheels that have yet to be revealed, which is really awesome. So I think that the forged alloys, these guys are going to be optional. And then the ones that the Spider comes with are going to be even more amazing. So that's something to look out for when the car finally gets released. Now, if we make our way down this list, everything here is the same as the coupe, and the pricing is honestly identical to the coupe, especially if you compare this to the German pricing of the 2021 coupe. But here's where it gets really juicy. Something I want to talk about real quick, which wasn't on the USA pricing, is the black pack, which is something that I think I would do. So you can see on the USA pricing, it was TBC. I think it ended up being $18,000, but I think it's so ridiculous that McLaren charges $18,000 or 18,000 euros for what amounts to a black painting of the carbon fiber components outside of the car. Like, why not just make that standard, right? There's no additional effort to paint that black versus painting it gray. But anyways, this is me complaining. McLaren doesn't care about what I say anyways, so let's move on here. All this stuff is the same, but here's where it just gets amazing. So MSO Bespoke, they added all these options to the pricing. And within these options, you're gonna see that they've added the full visual carbon fiber body, right? They have it in gloss, they have it in satin, and then they have it in tinted gloss or tinted satin, okay? But check out these prices. I've converted these to dollars over on my handy dandy spreadsheet. Let me scroll down. Look at this. It's $132,000 for a gloss carbon fiber car, or $154,000 for a satin, not to mention $176 for the tinted gloss or $198 for the tinted satin. That's probably going to be the most amazing spec in the world, but by the time you're done, you would have spent $700,000 or $800,000 on your 765LT. You're almost getting into Senna money, or the new Ultimate Series that comes out money, which is insane. Nonetheless, it's really cool, and whoever does it has some big, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he has a lot of coconuts, a lot of money. But anyways, let's scroll our way down. In addition to the full carbon fiber exterior, they've got MSO Bespoke exterior paint. So these are special MSO colors. They've got exterior paint with satin finishes, right? Which would set you back 22,780 euros. You can see right here, I've put it into dollars. So a satin color, like a satin white or satin black or a satin gray, will be 23,000. Here's a satin finish to all the exterior visual carbon fiber or a tinted finish. So what's cool is you can tint all carbon packs on the outside of the car any color, something that I'm thinking about doing. So if you look here, okay, you'll see the spec that I was working on. You could literally tint this whole carbon fiber pack 2 and carbon fiber pack 3 any color. So I'm almost tempted to do like an emerald green, color match these brake calipers to an emerald green, and then do an emerald green stitch. The issue is when you start doing all that stuff, you can see that the tint on the carbon fiber green is 69.28, not including carbon fiber pack 2 and 3, which are up here. 23,000, 5,000, it's 28,000 plus a 6,000 to do the tint. So, you know, we're at a hefty dollar amount already. And then we have the brake calipers, which the color matching is 8,800. So we're sitting at about $40,000 in options, and I haven't even touched the stitching, which is another, especially if you want to do like a bespoke tint, which is down here. That's another 44,880. So by the time it's all said and done, right, you add a $50,000 or so in options to a $393,000 sticker, and you're going to be sitting around $450,000 for your car, which is pretty amazing for what you're getting in exchange for that money, and that's why I'm truly considering it. But the bottom line is they added all these amazing bespoke options that you can get, right? And then you can even get a pinstriped wheel edge, a 24 karat gold engine bay heat shield. I've only seen this once in a 675LT review. That car had it, but I haven't seen it since. All the bespoke interiors, all the tint or the finishes to the interior carbon fiber, which if you do the exterior, you'd have to do the interior. There's another 10 grand that I'm gonna spend if I go down this route. Right, here's the stitching we talked about, MSO logos, anodized, so you can get an accelerator pedal in any color. I don't know how you would do that. You put your foot on it so you don't see it anyways. And then down here you have all the special liveries for McLaren that they've come out for with this car. Those are pretty reasonable actually, especially considering what you get with paint jobs that are taking upwards of like 800 hours to complete, which is insane for this price. Again, I think the objective with this car is if you're going to spend the money and get something super rare, you might as well make it that much more special and make it stand out that much more from everyone else that's getting one, because most people are probably going to go cheap on the spec. But the beauty of MSO is you do get some of the value that you put into it back on the resale market, which means that there is some money perhaps to be made by speccing some of these cool options, not speccing stupid interiors and stuff, just doing some nice stitching, some nice tinted carbon fiber, doing something no one else has done is going to be amazing. And the 765LT Spider lets you do that. And that's really why I'm considering it. The only reason I wouldn't do it is because with $470,000 or $480,000 after taxes, I'm gonna have to put down $300,000 roughly, right, to finance or $180,000. Or $200,000 to finance $280,000, which is just an insane amount of money for a car. So if I was going to keep this car forever as an investment, sure, I would do it. But if I'm going to keep it to then get rid of it, what I'm considering is, instead of doing this in particular, like, wouldn't it be cooler if I did like a Tesla Plaid, maybe the new GT3 and something else? Like, you could almost do the 3 entire cars for the price of one. Think about all the content I can make. Anyways, these are the things running through my mind. I really want this car. I'll let you know if I get the allocation. And either way, I think I'm going to put my order in, right? So I'm going to put the $40,000 deposit needed to get the order. But once it finally gets here, then it's time to nut up or shut up. And I don't know which one I'm going to do. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm going to go ahead and link down below this price sheet so you can go through and spec your own, especially if you're in the market for one. Anyways, guys, please, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Go down below, hit me with the subscribe, guys. I'm gonna try to pop out content like this any day or every single day. I hope that you have an amazing day. Take care.